Hey, how's it going? I wanted to talk to you guys really quickly about something called conservative solutions. I was talking to a friend of mine a couple of weeks ago, and we were having a Facebook conversation, and she's a conservative, you know, and she asked me, she said, "Well, Larry, I don't understand why you don't want more conservative solutions in this country. What are conservative solutions? Cut taxes for the rich, heap the debt and the shortfalls on everyone else." Taxes have become a bad word in this country, a bad word for years and years and years. They've demonized it. Hell, Democrats helped in it along the way, but for the majority of the time, it has been driven by the Republican Party, who don't like government anyway. That's why they suck at it. That's why when they're in power, things go so badly, because they don't like government. They have this fallacy out there, this construct of big government, and for 30 years, as I said, since Reagan, people have fallen for it. Well, it's more than 30 years now, but people have fallen for it. People are too uninformed or don't give a damn. I've been told many a times I don't follow politics, I don't care, they're all the same. That's not true. That's what Republicans and conservatives don't, they want you to believe. They don't want you to be enthusiastic about the government of this country. They don't want you to be up on what's happening. They don't want you to care. Because if you don't care and you're disinterested and you don't vote, guess what? They get the run of the fucking town. They get to do whatever they want. They'll have a few people who come out and vote on their side, mostly one issue voters, guns, of course. And they'll, like I said, they'll cut taxes for the rich, and they'll hopefully benefit. It's called trickle down economics. Hopefully, cutting taxes on the rich, which is giving them more money and allowing them to buy more yachts and more Lamborghinis and more homes, will provide for the rest of us poor people down the line. Now they've tried this. This policy has been proven not to work forever and a day, but for some reason, they keep going back to it, and idiots keep falling for it in the name of God or something they throw up in your face. God's guns and gays. That's what they used to run on. There are no conservative solutions in this country because they don't give a damn about this country nor the people in it. They fool other people who are poor into voting for them because they use racial fear. They plant in the back of people's minds. They talk about welfare, which mostly white people receive welfare in this country. It's just a fact, plain numbers. They plant in the back of people's minds that if we pass this welfare, the other, the minority, the Mexican, the Muslim, they might get it. And poor whites, they fall for it and they vote against their own self-interest because they're so focused on what the minority might get. They're not realizing that you're voting to cut your own damn throats. You're voting to hurt yourself out of mindless thinking, out of mindless obedience to the process, where you have been told and trained for years upon years that if you're not, you might not be as rich as the next white man, but at least I'm not a damn Mexican and I ain't a nigger. Let's just be honest. You vote against your self-interest because you're so concerned about someone else, the other, the Mexican, the black, someone that does not have skin like yours getting something, that you are willing to cut your own throats. Stop thinking like that. There are 99% of us out here. Don't have a damn thing. The 1% control everything. The 1% have convinced the middle class that it is the poor's fault. It is the fault of the poor that they are the reason that everything is going wrong. The poor are the reason that your job is gone. The poor are the reason your life is not going as well is because of the poor, who, by the way, don't control a goddamn thing, never have and never will. They have brainwashed poor Americans, poor Caucasian Americans, into thinking that the people with the different color skin, they are the enemy. They have convinced you to look this way while they pick your pocket. I think it was LBJ that said, if you can convince the lowest white man that he is better than the best black man, then he won't notice while you're picking his pocket. It's ironic, isn't it? Trickle-down economics. George Bush once described them as voodoo economics when he was running against Ronald Reagan. In the 19th and 18th century, it was known as horse and sparrow economics. Horse and sparrow economics is just a simple fact of you feed the fat horse all the oats he can handle. And when he takes a dump, some of those oats will pass through. And us, the sparrows, will pick our food from his shit. That's what trickle-down economics is. The 99% get the crumbs from the rich man's table. I want some of you poor conservatives who live in these small towns and who mindlessly vote for these people to think about that. Don't worry so much about the person that they try to make you think is the enemy, the black, the brown, the Native American. Your own are fucking you over. Your own kind, remember. They have most of the power. Conservatives, ask yourself, working man conservatives, ask yourself, when is the last time the Republican Party actually did a goddamn thing for you? We can change it. We can do better. Bernie, 2016.